Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Neely Jo Harrington, Campus Director for Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University Worldwide Campus at Quantico, Virginia. It is my privilege to welcome you to the Microsoft Software and Systems Academy Recognition Ceremony for Cohort 5. It is also a great pleasure to welcome the families and friends who join us today from different parts of the country to celebrate this special day. I would now like to ask you to show your respect for the playing of our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now my honor to introduce Major General Chris Cortez, who is joining us today by video messaging. Major General Cortez is the Vice President of Military Affairs at Microsoft, where he leads the company's engagement with veterans and military families as part of its focus on inspiring and developing former service members for roles in the IT industry. Major General Cortez served for more than 33 years in the U.S. Marine Corps. When he retired in 2004 as a Major General, he had been leading the Marine Corps Recruiting Command in Quantico, Virginia, recruiting more than 75,000 men and women. Before that, he was Director of Operations for the U.S. Pacific Command, overseeing operations for 300,000 military personnel, and he previously commanded Marines at the platoon, company, battalion, and regimental levels, including during Operation Desert Storm. Major General Cortez not only advocates for education, he also mentors others. It is something he did in the Marine Corps and has continued to do so at Microsoft.
Hello, graduates. It's great to be with you. To me, being gathered virtually is a real demonstration of two important things. First, that you've all shown incredible resilience amid change as MSSA classes moved online. And secondly, that you're joining an industry that will evolve significantly through this global pandemic as people and organizations become more and more reliant on technology. That makes your military background even more valuable. Through my 30 years of service, I've seen time and again how this community bands together when it matters most, how you step up to face adversity together. The presence of each and every one of you here today is proof of your shared contribution to that legacy. And it's that spirit of adaptability and camaraderie that will help you succeed in the next stage of your career. My own career has been a lifetime in the making. In fact, you could say it started before I was even born. In the late 1940s, two Spanish peasant farmers, Juan and Dolores Cortez, my parents, came to the United States with their 4 children. Among other jobs, they worked in the orchards of Northern California. My mom worked the night shift in an onion factory, and my dad worked as many hours as possible as a carpenter. Eventually, I came along, their first child born on U.S. soil, followed by 2 more of my siblings. To say my parents worked hard barely scratches the surface of what they endured. They toiled through scorching summers and cold winters, driven by their ambition to give their children a life of opportunities that they did not have. They knew a better life required better education, and it became clear to me at an early age that a focus on learning would not only improve my prospects and allow me to help others, but it could also enable me to fulfill my dream of serving my country in a meaningful way. That hunger for education and passion for service ultimately inspired me to enlist in the U.S. Marines. And after 33 years as an infantry officer, those same values, plus the lessons and experiences gained in the military, led me to pursue a new career at Microsoft. As I learned firsthand, transitioning from a life in uniform is not easy. The civilian workforce is an entirely different realm with its own customs, principles, and culture. But as I also learned firsthand, veterans can succeed and thrive in the modern workforce. The skills we bring, such as problem solving, leadership, teamwork, and a mission-driven focus, are vital to companies today. But sometimes corporate decision makers and veterans and service members alike need to be reminded of what you bring to the table. That's why we started MSSA, to help equip servicemen and women like you with the tools and training you need to successfully transition to the next phase of your careers, and also to help companies understand just how valuable you are. No doubt the value you bring, especially today as the fight against COVID-19 creates new urgency to harness technology to improve how people live and work. Your skills and training from the military and MSSA have never been so critical. You represent some of the best talent our country has to offer. You have heart. You understand the value of mission. You know just how much can be accomplished swiftly, and when we come together, resourcefully. Take a moment to recognize that and let it sink in. You already have what it takes to succeed in a civilian career. So I'd like to leave you with 4 tactical tips for mastering this new terrain. Number 1, find a mentor. Hopefully you experienced from MSSA just how beneficial it is to have a mentor on your side. Such a relationship doesn't stop being important. A mentor helps you level set, check your assumptions, and learn from their experiences. Second, pursue opportunities that leverage your strengths. If you haven't already, read the book Strengths Finder and take the Strengths Finder assessment. It's well worth it, especially in terms of learning how you can best operate and collaborate in a corporate setting. Third, network, network, network. Use LinkedIn, ask for help, job leads, tips, and introductions from your connections. And don't be shy about reaching out to those you have served with in similar units or have similar backgrounds and experiences. And last, believe in yourself. Like the most rewarding challenges in life, growing your career is a marathon, not a sprint. Be patient, be persistent, and put your training to practice. Remember, you are the best recruiter. Your skills and experience will play a critical role in helping our workforce get back on its feet. Believe in that and own it. We're fortunate to live in a time when more and more companies are recognizing the incredible talent in veterans and service members coming out of the military and out of MSSA. specifically MSSA. Not only are you in demand, but your country still needs you. This is your time, and we're lucky to have you in our graduating class of 2020. I wish you all the best, and I believe in you. You can make your dreams come true. God bless each of you, and may God bless America.
Thank you, General Cortez. Next, I'd like to introduce Dr. John Watrett, Chancellor for Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University Worldwide. Dr. Watrett provides leadership and strategic direction that fosters growth, maintains academic integrity, and promotes efficient operations for the worldwide headquarters in Daytona Beach, Florida, and over 130 campuses locations worldwide. Under his leadership, the worldwide campus, which serves more than 23,000 students annually, has earned the top rank in the country by U.S. News and World Report for best online bachelor programs and has held rank in the top 5 for the last 7 years. Dr. Watrett is active with organizations both nationally and internationally, serving as chairman of the board of directors for Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University Asia Limited, in Singapore as an appointed board member and chair of the University of Florida Online Advisory Board, as an elected member for the Flight Safety Foundation Board of Governors, and as a board member for the Aerospace Alliance. He is also a fellow of the Royal Aeronautical Society and has been a featured speaker and panelist at several national and international conferences. A licensed pilot, he holds a PhD and Master of Science in Mathematics, both from Texas A&M University, and a bachelor's degree with honors from Heriot-Watt University in Edinburgh, Scotland.
Congratulations, MSSA graduates. It's great to be sharing this special day with you, your family, and your friends. Although I'm not able to be with you in person to recognize your achievements, I want to tell you how especially proud we are of you all. Every MSSA graduate in every cohort works hard to earn the MSSA diploma. But we are especially proud of you. I commend each and every one of you for your motivation, your hard work, and your resiliency during these challenging times. You have successfully navigated these uncertain times together as virtual teams. You have demonstrated agility, and you have achieved the goals you set out to achieve. All these attributes are key to your success. As you transition out of the military into the civilian world, remember that your military training has provided you with invaluable career skills such as self-discipline, teamwork, communication skills, and the ability to analyze risk. All key attributes valued in technology-related industries. Your days in uniform may be numbered, but your contributions to our country's high-tech economy are just getting started. One of the stories I enjoy sharing involves a young soldier who learned some important skills while serving as a combat engineer at Fort Carson. He had to overcome some challenges, but never gave up. He completed the MSSA program and found a well-paying position close to his home back here in Florida. Now, by all accounts, this young soldier's transition went very well. What makes this young soldier's story one that I really enjoy sharing is that even though he had a good job, he didn't stop learning. Within just a few short years, he completed not only the MSSA program, but also his bachelor's degree and is now working on his master's in information security and assurance, all with Embry-Riddle. He now has a position as a systems engineer in Washington, D.C. When asked why he decided to keep continuing with his education, he stated that each year billions of dollars are lost due to cybercrime, and he wanted to be part of the solution to this problem. Remember that learning is not a destination, it's a lifelong journey. We are proud when you display your Embry-Riddle credentials, but lifelong learning is more than just displaying a diploma on a wall. It is also about the future you plan to create for yourself, for your families, and for our communities. We are experiencing history in this moment, a history that will be talked about for decades, a history that will reshape all of our lives in some way or the other. How we respond and become part of the way forward will define our future for many years to come. My advice to you, continue to be agile, continue to be resilient, become a lifelong learner and use your knowledge and your skills in such a way that helps create the future we all want to be proud of. Thank you for committing your time and to the MSSA program. We are proud of you. We are proud to call you Eagles. Congratulations to all the MSSA graduates, and my very best wishes for a bright future. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Wattrent. It is with great pleasure that I now introduce Denis Licona, who will speak to you on behalf of the students. Denis was born in Honduras and raised in Miami, Florida. He enlisted in the Marine Corps in November 1999. He was hand-selected to attend Officer Candidate School via the Enlisted Commissioning Program and was commissioned as an officer in March 2010. Denis served as a communications officer and retired after 20 years of service on 1 May 2020. In his last position, he was the Network Operations Center Manager for the Marine Corps Enterprise Network, a no-fail mission that provides the confidentiality, integrity, and availability of the enterprise network in support of over 200,000 customers across the globe.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining our online MSSA Quantico Cohort 5 graduation. President Theodore Roosevelt once said, "Nothing in this world is worth having or worth doing unless it means effort, pain, and difficulty." I think I can speak on behalf of the class that the past 19 weeks have indeed been painful, difficult, and took a lot of effort. And many of us spent long hours studying, breaking our heads thinking how to solve a given problem, often working in a team to get it done. But isn't this what every veteran brings to the workforce? Perseverance, critical thinking, teamwork, strong work ethic, the ability to handle stressful situations, self-direction and motivation, just to name a few. Many of us came into this program not knowing how to tell someone the skills we gained during our military service, and let alone clearly articulate how we can be an asset to a company's work environment. But thanks to the tireless efforts from the Embry-Riddle staff, instructors, and Microsoft mentors, we graduate today confident and ready to be on our next assignment. On behalf of the class, I would like to thank the Embry-Riddle staff, Mr. Michael Van Dusen, Ms. Nellie Jo Harrington, and our instructors, Mr. Elliot Robinson and Mr. Charles C. Carter, aka Coach. Coach, you taught us the importance of knowing how to think, the value in admitting when you do not know something but never quitting, and most importantly, number one lesson of them all, RTM, read the manual. We are truly grateful for your professionalism, knowledge, and time. To the Microsoft team, Colin McVeigh, along with his team of soft skill mentors, as well as Josh Bauer and his team of technical mentors, thank you for taking the time to prepare us to crush our interviews. Not many have the privilege to being mentored by a potential employer before interviewing, and is one of the huge advantages of this program. To Ms. Maureen Farmer, having you in our corner, encouraging, coaching, and navigating the transition to civilian life with us is something I will never forget. Not only is the class grateful, but my family also thanks you. I also would like to thank all the companies that adjusted their schedules to still be able to speak to us about their opportunities and the work they do for veterans. This cohort will forever go down in history as the one that faced a pandemic that caused the world to stop, was sent home to be quarantined, dealt with a nationwide shortage of toilet paper and cleaning wipes, handled the distractions at home where kids and dogs often came into the classroom, and faced an uncertain job market due to COVID-19. Plan or unplanned, the cohort did not skip a beat. We did not lose any instruction and quickly adjusted. If anything, the transition proved the importance of our training. It is software engineers and application developers who have built the capabilities the entire world is now leveraging to continue to function and run businesses. It has shed light on the importance and the advantages of the cloud and online collaboration tools, I am certain that business continuity plans are no longer just a check in the box, as something an organization has, but one that has gotten a closer look and modified to reflect today's environment. Colleges now more than ever before have awakened to the high demand for online learning capabilities. As we go out to the job market, training cloud application development, I'm excited to join an organization and team focused on designing and developing tools that will continue to meet the needs of everyone in the world. Tools that will combat challenges like social distancing, distant learning, virtual meetings, remote work, mental health and wellness, and accessibility. Quantico Cohort 5, I look forward to reading about your future endeavors and about the awesome tools you and your team will bring to fruition to make our lifestyle a more connected and prepared one, capable of facing today's challenges and future ones. Good luck to you all. God bless, and thank you for your service. Next, I'm honored to introduce retired Colonel Joseph Murray. Born in Washington, D.C., Colonel Murray graduated from Gonzaga College High School and was commissioned a second lieutenant in 1990 after graduating from Ohio Wesleyan University. Colonel Murray's operational assignments include tours in 2nd Marine Division in Kalamazoo, North Carolina, with 2nd Assault Amphibian Battalion, 1st Battalion 2nd Marines, 2nd Light Armored Reconnaissance Battalion, 3rd FSSG in Okinawa, Japan, 2nd Marine Logistics Group, and he commanded the 2nd Supply Battalion during Operation Iraqi Freedom. He served in the J5 for International Security Assistance Forces. He also served as the Director of Logistics, J4, United States Forces, Afghanistan. Colonel Murray's supporting establishment tours have been as an instructor and staff platoon commander at the Basic School in Quantico, Virginia, section head of the Global Force Management at Headquarters Marine Corps, Plans, Policy, and Operations, Current Operations, the Joint Staff J5 Pakistan Afghanistan Coordination Cell, Mission Support Division Chief, Training and Education Command, Training and Education Capabilities Division Head. Colonel Murray was also the commander of Marine Corps Installations National Capital Region, Marine Corps Base Quantico, from 2015 to 2018. Colonel Murray has attended the Marine Corps Amphibious Warfare School, the Marine Corps Command and Staff College, and graduated with a Master's of Military Studies in the Marine Corps War College, where he graduated with a Master's in Strategic Studies. Colonel Murray retired December 2019 after 30 years of service. He currently works as the Director of Marine and Family Programs, Marine Corps Community Services, Quantico Marine Corps Base, Virginia.
Thanks, Dennis, and it's congratulations to all of you. Distinguished guests, family, and friends, welcome to the Microsoft Software and Systems Academy Virtual Recognition Ceremony. I'm truly honored and humbled to be here. I'd like to thank everyone, especially the staff that really has done a fantastic job putting this together. But a thanks also goes out to Microsoft and Embry-Riddle, who brought this great partnership to Quantico just a few years ago. I think it's also important to recognize what Dennis just said about the VIPs that may be listening. And that's the proud families of the graduates. And it's important to recognize the families, the parents, the spouses, and as we heard Dennis say, the dogs and the children. I salute all of these wonderful support systems for the love and support you have displayed to your graduates, especially during this difficult time. So finally, to the men and women of the hour, our graduates of Cohort 5. Now, in the past, I've been asked to give some commencement speeches. I'm always quick to respond to the person asking me that question about a commencement address. I say, if I show you my report card, are you still going to ask me to deliver the speech? You see, I've always been that person that has made the top half of the class possible. In fact, some years, I probably made the top 90% of the class possible. So now you've heard about my academic prowess, and I recognize that I'm not your normal graduation speaker, or for that matter, probably fully qualified to be a graduation speaker. But I have a connection to this program, and it's incredible to see how far it's come. See, I was the installation commander aboard Quantico when the first MSSA class, that first cohort, came to Quantico. And again, it's thanks to that great partnership. I'm also a recent retiree. I just beat Dennis out the door a couple of months ago. I recall that first 18, 19-week class held aboard Quantico. Sergeant Major Williams and I would come and see the class periodically and check in on the service members. I don't think we had as large a group as the 18 that are in this class. I think we had about 12 or 15. But I think there's probably one thing that's a little different. The representation is very, very good in this class. And you guys probably did the same as that class, is you made fun of the Air Force guys. In all seriousness, the distinct memory I have of that class is watching the incredible growth over that 18 to 19 week time frame. You should be proud of your accomplishments. You competed and were hand selected for this program. You were chosen for a reason, and now you're the first cohort to graduate with an emphasis in cloud application development. For the previous 5 cohorts, you're the first, and now you're taking this skill into this new environment. And I agree with you, Dennis. Anyone think cloud application is important in this current operating environment? So today we're celebrating your achievements of graduating from MSSA and the skills you've learned, coupled with the character development you learned in the military. This is what sets you up to a path to achieve greatness. And it's why these 2 accomplishments make you different and sought after in today's world. You need to combine the skills with Major General Cortez talked about with your newfound expertise. You learn from your military service that ethical character, leadership, and hard work ethic are some great assets. As you add that skill, as you add the new skills you've learned these last 19 weeks, ensure there's a combination of both skill sets, your military skill set along with this new skill set. The combination of the 2 will allow you to face the next phase of life and put you on a path to achieve great things. You see, in the Marine Corps, our senior leaders often talk about Marine Corps responsibilities. We make Marines, we win battles, we return better citizens to America. The truth, MSSA has done and added to this. You're remarkable people of character that are a tribute to the service to your country, along with being graduates of this incredible program. You have an added feather in your cap. Congratulations, cohorts, you've made it. By the simple fact that you've made it to this point proves you achieved success and already have the tools to further succeed. You're bringing hope with you to the next endeavor of life. The pride and loyalty you have displayed in uniform will allow you to bring that to your next adventure. Wherever you go, work to replicate the pride, loyalty, and service you displayed. When you do that, you will make any organization you belong to better. Congratulations and Semper Fi.
Thank you very much, Colonel Murray. Before we recognize the students, I'd like to take a brief moment to spotlight our Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University Cloud Applications Developer Instructor, Mr. Charles Carter, and our Microsoft Site Manager, Maureen Farmer. Mr. Carter and Ms. Farmer's tireless dedication led the students through 19 weeks of intense instruction and never missed a beat when converting to a virtual environment. From me and the students, we thank the both of you for all of your hard work. It is now time to present the letters of recognition to our students. And presenting the certificates of recognition to the students is Maureen Farmer, our very own Microsoft Site Manager.
This recognition presents months of hard work and great effort. While it was not easy going from a physical classroom to a virtual one, the students achieved it with grace and determination. I would like to recognize them now. Ricardo Aldana-Salas. Ricardo served 4 years in the United States Army as a wheel mechanic, mainly in charge of a section as a supervisor to junior enlisted soldiers, and continues to serve in the Army Reserve. He plans to attend George Mason University for his graduate degree, as well as working in an IT-related job. David Babers. David served in the United States Marine Corps for 15 years. He served in a wide variety of capacities, namely as an M1A1 tank crewman by trade, but will conclude his career as a communication information system branch chief. David has received an employment opportunity with Bowhead Professional Solutions. Roxana Barahana. Roxana served in the United States Marine Corps for 5 years. She served in several capacities, culminating as a signals intelligence analyst with the National Security Agency. Roxana has received an employment opportunity with Microsoft and looks forward to working with them. Anthony Bartholomew. Tony served in the United States Marines for 14 years. As the comm chief, he was responsible for the training of Marines, network connectivity, and IT account administration for Marine Corps Advisor Company Alpha in Washington, D.C. Tony also held titles as training chief, security manager, and facilities manager. He will graduate as a software engineer in 2022. Cody Cox. Cody served 5 years in the United States Marine Corps as an aviation electrician. He is currently working towards gaining employment with Microsoft. Chance Gehrman. Chance served in the United States Navy for 5 years. He served as an aviation boatswain mate in the mission of launching Freedom and recovering victory on the USS Dwight D. Eisenhower. Chance looks to secure employment as a software engineer. Denis Licona. Denis began his career as an enlisted service member prior to commissioning and serving as a captain for over 20 years. As a communications officer, he served as the Network Operations Center Manager for the Marine Corps Enterprise Network in support of over 200,000 customers across the globe. Denis has accepted an offer of employment as a site reliability engineer for Microsoft. Ryan Manchithowsuk. Ryan is finishing up 4 years in the United States Marine Corps as an administrative specialist, serving in the position of unit diary chief. He plans to become a software engineer. William McCrae. William served 4 years in the United States Marine Corps as a cyber network operator, providing site management, networking, and technical support for the Marine Corps. He is currently pursuing multiple job development opportunities in the Virginia area. Patrick Miller. Patrick served in the U.S. Marine Corps for 20 years. He served as both a signals intelligence officer and an all-source intelligence officer. Patrick is currently seeking employment opportunities with several companies. Emeka Mkpume. Emeka served in the United States Army for 5 years in several capacities as a lab technician. He is pursuing a Bachelor's of Science in Technical Management with Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University and looks forward to an employment offer. Henry Bronson Palenapacenters. Henry Bronson served in the United States Marine Corps for 8 years as a cyberspace defensive operator. He currently is the cybersecurity branch chief for the Marine Corps Quantico Base G6 and will continue to pursue his college career at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. David Perkowski. David served in the United States Marine Corps for 5 years. He served as an RTC ASS technician, fixing aircraft electronically and training Marines to go out to deploy. David has secured employment with Alpha Omega Integration, working as a .NET developer. He's looking forward to perfecting his craft as a .NET developer and continuing his education in computer science. Chase Taniguchi. Chase served in the United States Air Force for 4 years as a cyber systems operations technician and is looking for future employment opportunities. Daniel Thompson. Daniel served in the United States Navy for 6 years in several capacities, starting as a junior enlisted hospital corpsman and progressed to petty officer second class in charge of multiple clinics. He is currently pursuing a degree in information technology and will continue to serve as a cyber transport systems specialist with the United States Air Force Reserves. Kaiwan Wang. Kaiwan served in the United States Navy for 5 years. He served as a lead aviation medicine technician at the Naval Health Clinic Quantico. Kaiwan separated from the service in April 2019, and he plans to seek employment in the Northern Virginia area and continue working towards a degree. Congratulations to all of our recognized students. Please join me in giving them a hand for their outstanding achievement. My heart is full as we come to the close of the recognition ceremony. I want to express thanks to each one of you who have participated. To our guest speakers, thank you for inspiring us. To our students, I'm proud of all of you and your accomplishments. Remember, when you reach an obstacle, turn it into an opportunity. You have the choice. Once you find something you love to do, be the best at doing it. There is no set plan in life. 10, 15 years down the road, the things that will surprise you and bring you the most joy are the things that you never imagined. Continue to set goals, but instead of setting all of your sights on that one particular role or position, enjoy the journey that takes you there. I hope you will cherish the friends and memories you have made during your months at the Microsoft Software and System Academy. Congratulations and best wishes. May the journey you're about to embark upon be filled with joy and fulfillment. Please be well and keep in touch. This concludes our virtual recognition ceremony. Please remain with us for a few more minutes while we end our ceremony by playing the U.S. Armed Forces melody. Have a great day, and to our students, congratulations again. We wish you a bright and happy future, and thank you for your service to our country.